Welcome back to Teclyst. In today's video, we are setting up Active Directory domain services on Windows Server 2025. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll have a fully functioning domain controller with DNS configured. Let's get started. In the previous video, we set up the virtual machine using the Windows Server 2025 ISO. I'll leave the link in the description in case you need to complete that step first. I've now connected to the brand new Windows server we created in that video. Once the installation finishes, the first thing we need to do is set the password for the administrator account. After that, the server will reboot, and we can sign in using the password we just created. Before installing any roles, we are going to rename the server to something easier to identify. I prefer to do this via Advanced System Settings and select the option to change the computer name. I'll rename this server to teclyst.local. We'll restart the server shortly after completing one more configuration step. Next, we'll assign a static IP address. This is critical for domain controllers and DNS. Right now, the server is using DHCP, so we'll switch it to a static address. I'll check the current network range and configure the correct IP address, subnet mask, and gateway. For the DNS server field, enter the same IP address you are assigning to this machine, since it will act as the DNS server once the domain controller is created. Now restart the server and sign in again. If you are unable to connect using remote desktop, make sure RDP is enabled in the system settings. Once enabled, you can connect to the server by using its hostname. With the basic setup done, open Server Manager and select Add Roles and Features. Choose Role-Based Installation. Select your server. And from the list of roles, select Active Directory Domain Services and DNS Server. Accept the required features and continue. If you need any additional features, you can select them on this screen before clicking Next. Go ahead and click Install. This process may take a few minutes. When the installation completes, click the notification flag in the upper right corner and select Promote this server to a domain controller. In the configuration wizard, choose Add a new forest and enter your domain name. For this demo, I'll use teclyst.com. Leave the domain functional level and forest functional level set to Windows Server 2025 unless you're working with older domain controllers. DNS and global catalog will already be enabled. Create the directory services restore mode password and proceed. Confirm the NetBIOS domain name and click Next. Leave the database, log files, and sysvol locations at their defaults unless you have a specific reason to change them. Review the configuration summary. Once the prerequisite checks complete successfully, click Install. This promotion process usually takes around 5 to 10 minutes. The server will restart automatically when it's finished. After the reboot, I'll connect using the VM console and sign in with the new domain administrator credentials. Open Active Directory users and computers to verify that the domain was created successfully. Here you can see users, computers, groups, and domain controllers and more information. Next, open the DNS manager to confirm that your forward lookup zone has been created. I'll also add conditional forwarders for Google and Cloudflare public DNS to ensure reliable name resolution for internet queries. To test DNS, open Microsoft Edge and browse to google.com to confirm everything resolves correctly. At this point, your domain controller and DNS server are fully operational. As an additional step, I'll install VMware tools on this server to improve performance and enable better management of the guest operating system. In vSphere, open the VM, select Actions, then Guest OS, and choose Install VMware Tools. This will mount the installation ISO inside the server. Follow the on-screen prompts to complete the installation and restart the server once more. That's the complete process for renaming the server, installing Active Directory domain services, configuring DNS, and setting up the domain controller on Windows Server 2025. If you found this walkthrough helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.